Is there a song that you identify with on this record?
I actually identify pretty much the whole project because I think it's a great variety. Have the opportunity to play with someone so great as him is, they can master so many different styles of music, not only the heavy metal or even the more blues and jazzy sound to it. It's extremely cool, and so I kind of identify more like with the project. I thought that my performance, now listening to it today, that the drumming really comes across nice, and it really represents my playing in a very good way, and I think it matches his guitar playing, which is amazing. He's one of the greatest I had the opportunity to work with, and he's very, very lucky guy that had a chance to work with such a talented musician.
How, like as a whole, how would you define the record?
The record is very versatile. It's bring a broad spectrum of showcase for his guitar playing and for his songwriting as well. I think it's hard to say. It's a little unique, but it's very, very, very well written and very well produced.
Now, as a professional musician, what impression did Hittar leave you after working with him?
Professional. 100% professional, yeah. Professional and passionate. Very passionate, but 100% pro. He's one of the greatest. He's no different, with him than any other professional guitar player I worked with. He's up with Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, I think, and Paul Gilbert or George Lynch, all those famous guitar players. He's one of them,
Now, how difficult was the recording process?
Some parts were difficult. First of all, we don't speak the same language, so you help us translate.
Yeah.
But also some parts were hard parts to play. Some parts it's different. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4 everything. It's a little bit more complex music than I usually record. But I think it went pretty smooth. We worked together and he showed me what he wanted and I did my best to accommodate the service. And I think with listening back now, I see the big picture.
You answered this earlier, but do you think there should be a G3?
Absolutely. I think he deserves a chance at the G3. I think that would be interesting. Because I think that a lot of times, usually they would bring someone established with them on the G3, but there's no reason why it could be another similar situation, maybe with George Lynch or Steve Vai, or George Lynch and Zakk Wylde and other guitar players would be able, because this is guitar-oriented music. It's no question about that. Right. And I think it is, it deserves a chance to be heard. If people like it, they like that style of music. People that like that Steve Vai, the Satriani, Randy Rhoads, Gary Moore, all the greatest guitar players, if they like that stuff, they will hear guitar's music. They would like this too. They will buy this record. There's no question in my mind.
Would you consider this work to be at the level of the greats of the world?
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, he's up there with the greatest guitar players. I played with a lot of great guitar players, and I think he is absolutely top-notch guitar player. The music speaks for itself. If you play guitar and you listen to it and you hear it, you go, wow, wow, wee, wow, right?
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So thanks you to the people of Ecuador for giving this record a chance. And I hope to see you guys soon.